Hi. Almost a year ago now, I picked up the camera and filmed a super long video on why I hadn't filmed and where my life was at, and I think that kind of kept me back from posting because it felt like this huge dose of information that I needed to provide somehow. But I realize now that I think what I feel best is just being able to show you what's happening now. I think I got too caught up trying to explain a bunch of things that kept me from picking up the camera and reasons why I didn't feel like talking to my audience at the time. But I think enough time has gone by now that all of these issues that I had with the people who were watching me at the time and what was going on in my life are so far behind me, and I'm excited to be able to show you what I've been doing, because my life now is so beautiful and so worth sharing. And I'm happy that as I pick up the camera now, I know that the people who are going to be watching this actually want to watch this and are interested in the content for me and my story and what I'm trying to share. And that's a really beautiful thing. I just wrapped up my sophomore fall semester of art school. It was the hardest semester I've ever gone through. I just pulled 4 all-nighters back to back the last week to get everything done, and I'm so beyond relieved that I don't have to do that anymore, that I get a break. I seriously considered dropping out for a while. I was struggling really hard, but ultimately I think the work that I put in was really worth it, and I'm happy with the results of what I made. I made a fully functioning video game level this year for one of my classes, which was really fun. I made a video game trailer. I did some character designing, some creature designing. You can check all of that work out on my art account on Instagram, which is right here, and I'd be really grateful if you did. I always super appreciate the support here, because as I move forward in sharing my life, you're gonna notice that a big content shift is gonna happen, and that's mainly due to me being in California and going to art school. Obviously, my life is gonna be different now, and I have so much fun things to share with you, but some main shifts that you're gonna see is that I'm really gonna be taking you along with me when it comes to my art career. I can't promise that I will post anymore. This is still a really big leap for me, I think, and I was really protecting my peace for a while, and so if I don't feel like this is received the way that I want it to be, then I probably will not share much more. But if it is, then hopefully I'll continue to take you along with me, and it'll be really fun. I'm up to some fun things. But not looking forward, looking to right now, I am currently about to head to Washington to go back home and visit my family for a little while. I'm hanging out with friends like every single day, so it'll be really fun, and I'm excited to take you with me. The only thing that kind of sucks is right now there's a big snowstorm, and my flight is currently getting more and more delayed, so we'll see if I even make it in time. I'm supposed to be spending the 22nd through the 30th there. Will I get there today? Not sure, but we'll see. The next time you do see me, I will either be in Washington or I'll be in a hotel, so one of the two. Thank you for sticking with me if you're watching this through the last year and a half or however long it's been of not posting. I just so appreciate that there's people who are that dedicated to my art and my life that you would want to stick around. So it just means so much, and I'm so grateful. I'm so excited to show you who I am now and what my life looks like, but also to take you back to the roots for a little while and be in some trees. I'm so excited. Happy Yule, by the way. It's Yule, so it's the first day of Yule. Because I'm traveling, I didn't get to celebrate much, but quickly I'll show you my altar before I leave and we'll get going. All right, bye.
In the morning, when the moon is at its rest, you'll find me at the time I love the best, watching rainbows play on sunlight, pools of water, iced from cold night. In the morning, it's the morning of my life. And in the daytime, I will meet you as before. You will find
I made it to Washington the night that I was supposed to. My plane got delayed like 2 hours, but that was much better than having to wait for an entire day, so I'll take it. The first friend that I visited once I got home was one of my best friends, Maddie, and it was so great to see her. We had such a good time. I'm not sure if you've seen her in a vlog or not before, but she's been in my life for a very long time. We went and painted pottery and got some tea sandwiches. It was so good. Maddie killed it. I was kind of iffy on my bowl, but we had such a good time, and it's so funny to see where we're at that point in time in my life. Things changed a lot. We poked around a bookstore, went home to visit her dog real fast, and then she ended up staying for dinner, which was really fun and yummy. One of the best things about being home is that I get a ton of fresh seafood from my dad, so this night we had clams.
the ceiling in my room, and we'll wait until sunlight, pools of water, iced from cold night. In the morning,
And I put on
top of it, that'll keep it.
it's the morning of my life. It's the morning of my life.
I guess there is some fun.
Yeah, what is that?
I work mornings in the old yard, digging in the ground, but I moonlight as an astronaut, mostly just sit around and howl. Won't you come to my house tonight? We could sleep on the floor. I got this window that looks out to Orion. I paid extra for. I'll forget about the sun. He's forgotten us by now. Kiss me so I remember how.
Oh my goodness, I have all the animals with me. Good morning. It's the 23rd today, and I was supposed to see my friend Grace, who I haven't seen in such a long time, but unfortunately we pretty much got snowed in today. It snowed all of last night super late, and now it's super icy out, so the roads are pretty much undrivable. I'm so frustrated. But thankfully, Grace was able to reschedule, so you will see her in a few days. It's my dog, Boris. Right now I'm reading The Secret History. It's so good. Something moving forward that I would love to post more if I decide to keep posting is some book journals and book hauls, stuff like that. This past year, I've really gotten back into reading. It's very strange to be home. I definitely find a lot of old feelings bubbling up. That's your little update. Oh, as for flight times, I did manage to get here on time. A little bit later than normal, but I made it, obviously, so we're here. I'll catch y'all soon. I'm just gonna stay cozy. The next few days I did exactly that, and we ended up losing power one night, so we made a really nice fire, and I just spent the time reading and watching a bunch of Christmas movies, including Little Women, which I know is not technically a Christmas movie, but I've always just associated it with Christmas, and so that was so nice. I had such a good time. Little Women will always be so important to me. I think that it's gonna forever be one of my favorite movies. I think as women, we just are so able to see ourselves in every single one of the girls, and it's just such good storytelling. I love it so much, and it always makes me feel so warm inside and also very sad at the same time, but it's such a beautiful movie. I actually ended up reading the book last year, and I have to say, I prefer the movie. I don't know. But around this time, it was Christmas Eve, and so I got to packing stockings. I always do my mom and my dad's stockings, and we like to go all out for gifts, so I got a ton of things. My dad is obviously very into music, and so I got him a lot of music things, and then for my mom, I got her a bunch of miscellaneous random things, and then I wrapped a few gifts that were a little too big. My mom always goes all out with the wrapping paper, so I like to do the same. I don't know. I'm my mother's daughter, for sure. But this is always so calming. I just have such a fun time, and Washington Blue Hour is unlike anywhere else in the world, and so just seeing the blue behind the trees and the dark silhouettes were just so gorgeous while I wrapped and had the prettiest Christmas lights. I can't get over it. Christmas time is so magical here, and I have such a fun time. By the way, the best Christmas song is definitely Christmas Curtain by My Morning Jacket.
Well, I'm Tucker.
After very good tacos and watching Eloise's Christmas with my family, I wrapped up Christmas Eve by opening up one gift from my Jima. It's a family tradition of ours. She sends me pajamas every single year to open up on Christmas Eve and then wear the night of. And we call them pajamas. And it's a super fun time. So I just put them on, get cozy, and go to bed. Good morning. Merry Christmas. You look so cute.
I think Lee left, yeah, he took the dog.
Distraction.
Be careful. We don't need you falling, breaking there.
The 29th. Cute.
Oh, you get the pen and then I'll get what's supposed to be.
Just come in here. Come on, sing along. You can say there's no such thing as Santa. But for you around, we believe, we believe.
After an amazing Christmas spent with my family, the roads were finally cleared off enough that I was able to see more friends. So I hung out with my friend Papik. I always have such a good time hanging out with Papik. We always end up getting on the most random tangents. And we ended up visiting this bookstore that I love. It's a used bookstore, and it's definitely my favorite in Washington. It has so much charm to it. There's just these giant piles of books everywhere, and it's actually kind of hard to avoid them. And they always play really fun old-timey music. It's just such an amazing ambiance in there. And then we ended up going to a beautiful Outlook, and I had lunch with them and their partner. I also picked up a mug, and they got some presents as well. So we just had such a good time, and it was so nice to get out into nature. Such a gorgeous day.
I belong with the salt and the sea and the storm. Save them all. I belong with the salt and the sea and the storm. You save them all for me.
Hello.
This is my friend Grace.
Hello, I'm Grace.
She's Grace. She vlogs too, so it's okay. She likes talking, just like me. We are sitting in the car warming up because we are taking photos out in the cold in dresses, in very non-weather appropriate clothing.
Literally
so,
just naked.
Naked.
We were stopping at the little coffee place and people were giving us weird looks. One, can I tell them? Riley got her truck stuck in the snow and these guys had to come help us, and then they help these like damsels in distress in dresses.
In white.
It wasn't my proud moment, but then, you know, people liked the fits. People complimented the fits.
We did. It's okay. We recovered. And now we're gonna take more photos.
Trying to get inspiration shots, but we don't have
Yes.
service. You know that one where you just stand stick straight and you run? That one. Okay, let's do that.
Let's do that. See you later. We just
In the chaos.
tramped through a very cold forest and laid down on a tree in the snow.
Literally, no, she was like in the middle of like these two little like fallen trees. She was like, I'm gonna lay down right here.
Yes. And it was worth it. But we're very cold and now we're heading home. So my fingers are red. I look like I killed someone. We have so much to catch up on. I don't even know if like a day is gonna do it.
They're so cute.
Thank you. You're so cute. I've had a really lovely time with the people here, and have connected with some people who I haven't seen in a really long time, and it's so wonderful. I'm so happy for all of my friends and where they're at in life right now. Everybody is doing really good and it makes me so happy. I have no idea why I'm so emotional. But I'm also so grateful that I can feel so much love towards these people that it like literally makes me cry. I'm very grateful to be able to feel this gratitude, you know? Like, it's so simple, but I'm so glad that I can feel this thankful for people. It's a beautiful thing. I'm so happy for them, and I'm so glad that I can experience this part of their lives, even if it's just for a short time. These are the people who I know, like, will be in my backyard when I get married, you know? Lastly, before I go, I get to see my artist that I interned for. I cannot explain how excited I am. I have no idea what I'm gonna do tomorrow, if I'm just gonna catch up, if I'm gonna help paint. I have so many thoughts about art school that I would really like to share with him, so.
What are you doing? You gotta get out, bud. You gotta get out. Come on.
Love brought way to this heart of mine. Gone to waste in due time. Love brought way to this heart of mine. Your way, but I'll be fine. And I'll be fine.
California. It's been a few days already. I got home and then pretty much just had to go to work for the last 2 days and then celebrated New Year's Eve, obviously. Honestly, I'm not too happy to be back already. I wish I could have spent more time in Washington. I don't know. I just don't feel like I was quite ready to leave yet. I miss all of my friends already and my mountains and my trees. But I don't know, whatever. I'm home. It was a very nice trip. It's really weird to be filming again. I really want to catch you up on everything that has happened, as well as some things that I feel very passionate about now. I'm gonna try and post pretty soon. I would like to share my reads for this past year and then my read list coming up for 2023. If I feel like talking about the new year, I probably will. I don't know, I don't have too many set plans yet, honestly, but I am excited to share my life a little bit more. But until then, thank you for coming home with me, and thank you for helping me get back into this. I've always enjoyed documenting my life, and it's just still really cool that people are interested enough to want to tag along and watch as well. So yeah, I hope that your 2023 starts off very well, and hopefully I will talk soon. Bye.
Swan dive action.